You taught 47,000 students how to escape the 9 to 5. You hadn't left your desk in 3 years. The irony was worth $2.4 million. The irony was all you had left. It started with the promise: financial freedom, location independence, passive income while you sleep. You teach them everything you'd learned about building a business that runs itself. The course took 6 months to build. Then it took everything else. The first launch was electric. 300 students, $47,000 in 72 hours. You stayed up all night watching the payment notifications. The dopamine felt like proof. This was it. Freedom was finally yours. Then the questions started. The emails, the support tickets, the private messages. 300 people who paid for your expertise and expected you to deliver. You answered every single one. Personally. Because that's what good course creators do. That's what separates you from the scammers. That's what justifies the price. The second launch was bigger. 2,000 students. The payments felt less like excitement and more like obligation. Each notification meant another person who would need your help, another inbox to monitor, another community to manage. You hired a virtual assistant. She lasted 3 weeks. You'd spent more time explaining what to do than it would have taken to just do it yourself, so you did it yourself. Launch 3, launch 4, launch 5. The numbers kept growing. The systems were supposed to make it easier. The automation was supposed to give you time back. Instead, you just had more students asking why the automation felt so impersonal. So, you added personal touch. Weekly Q&A calls, one-on-one office hours for premium students, detailed feedback on every assignment. You became the thing you were teaching people to escape from. An employee. Except now you had 47,000 bosses. Your calendar looked like a Tetris game designed by someone who wanted you to lose. Calls at 6 a.m. for the students in Europe, calls at 9 p.m. for the students in Asia. The gaps in between filled with content creation, course updates, marketing emails, funnel optimization. You taught them about systems. You had 17 spreadsheets to track your systems. You taught them about delegation. You couldn't delegate because nobody understood your vision. You taught them about boundaries. Your phone stayed on 24/7 because a notification might be an emergency. The content treadmill never stopped. Students wanted fresh material. The algorithm demanded consistency. Your competitors were launching new courses every quarter. You had to stay relevant. You had to keep providing value. You had to prove the price was worth it. Your desk became your world. The ergonomic chair you recommended in Module 4. The standing desk you featured in your productivity course. The blue light glasses you sold as an affiliate product. All of it designed to help you work longer. None of it designed to help you stop. The revenue hit 7 figures. You celebrated with a 12-hour launch debrief call and a meal replacement shake. The money piled up in accounts you didn't have time to look at. What's the point of passive income if you're too busy to spend it? Your spouse left in year 2. You were home but you weren't present. You were in the same room but you were on a call. Teaching strangers how to get their time back while your own family learned to stop expecting yours. You taught Module 8, Work-Life Integration. The students loved it. You couldn't remember the last time you'd done anything that wasn't work. Couldn't remember what integration meant when there was nothing left to integrate with. The course promised them freedom in 18 months. You were 3 years in. The prison was digital, but the walls were real. Built from support tickets and payment processors and students who believed you had the answers. Launch 12. 47,000 students total. The number felt like an achievement until you did the math. 47,000 people expecting you to respond, to show up, to deliver, to be the version of success they paid to access. Your body started itemizing the bill. Migraines that lasted for days. Carpal tunnel that made typing feel like touching fire. Insomnia so deep that sleep felt like a skill you'd forgotten how to perform. Your doctor called it stress. You called it the cost of scale. You created a course about avoiding burnout. The irony wasn't lost on you. It was just buried under the production schedule and the launch calendar and the evergreen funnel that needed optimizing. The students sent testimonials. Life-changing, transformative, finally free. Their freedom was your factory. Their escape was your cage. Every success story was proof the system worked. Proof you had to keep running it. Year 3. You recorded a module about taking sabbaticals, about the importance of rest, about knowing when to step away. You recorded it at 2 a.m. because that was the only gap in your calendar, the only time when nobody needed you to be the expert. You taught them everything: how to automate, how to delegate, how to build a business that runs without you. Everything except the truth that the business running without you requires you to build it. Constantly. Endlessly. Until you become the machine you were teaching them to escape. The course is still selling. The students are still learning. The testimonials still roll in. You're still at your desk. Still teaching freedom. Still too busy delivering it to anyone else to ever claim it for yourself. The freedom merchant trap. That's what the burnout researchers call it now, when the people selling liberation become the most imprisoned of all. When your product is freedom, but your business model is chains. The case studies are still being written. The courses are still being sold. And you're still here, teaching 47,000 people how to escape.